Hi everybody, it's Katrina and Ann from the Twin Flame Way. We're getting ready to start our live meditation. We've been in this meditation, we've been doing a lot of different meditation techniques. This is an original meditation that I put together out of my experience and my training. And so what this meditation is designed to do is for those of you who are here on the Twin Flame journey, this meditation is designed specifically to align you with the vibration of your harmonious twin flame union. So many of you are diligently working toward that manifestation and patiently awaiting its manifestation in your physical experience. And one of the principles that we work by, which is absolute truth, for twin flames, is that you and your twin flame are already connected at the core. You are already in union at the core. And so the human experience of the twin flame union is actually a healing of the mind to see itself in union with another human being. And that is a pathway to beginning to heal the mind and seeing that we are in union with God. So right now on our planet, we're experiencing a separation consciousness. We're experiencing duality, the split mind. We're experiencing the ego versus love. So union versus separation. So, and it's really difficult for those of us in the twin flame journey to strike a balance sometimes between feeling like we're in union and not seeing that in our physical experience. So so this is a deeply healing meditation. In this meditation, there are some really advanced energy techniques, healing techniques that I'm trained in, and so we go all the way to the deepest dimension of your being, and then we bring that awareness out into what you perceive as the waking part of your day. So this is very deep meditation. Hi everybody who's coming online. Hey you guys, we're so happy that you're here. This is I want to touch a little bit on the group intention and the group will, and this is really important because what we're going to do today is specifically work in the will, and the meditation is going to be a little bit different than last time. You will be able to reference the last meditation for those who want to do the complete series. From all the components of the meditation have been the light body activation, the alignment of the Hara line, the line of will or intention, the connection with the core self, the inner light, and then bringing the core light out through all levels of the energy body and extending that in thought and blessing to the world, to others. And so that's been the series of the meditation. And so we're going to change it up a little bit today, because for those who are not practiced in each of those components, that's a really fast, really big meditation. And so now that we've kind of gotten to trial run that together a couple of times and see what that's like, we're going to break it up, and then we'll put it back together. So today we're going to work in the Hara alignment. And first I want to preface with some spiritual principles. The Hara line is the line of your will. It's the energetic manifestation of the will that was given to you by your creator. So we each have a will, and this will clear up a lot of misperceptions about what it means to have free will. Free will is kind of a misnomer because there's one will, and it's the will of God, and you can either align with that will or you can resist it. And so what we perceive as free will is really resisting the power of the will. And so energetically what that looks like is you have a laser line beam of energy that runs through one dimension of your being. It's deeper, it's a dimension deeper than your aura. So your aura and your chakras are on one dimension, and go one dimension deeper, and that's your Hara line. And and so on your Hara line, this is the will that God has given, and your freedom is to align it or to not align it. And most people don't know that it's not aligned. Most of us are walking around out of alignment, unaware most of the time. It takes a lot of discipline and practice to maintain aligned Hara. The martial artists learn this. They learn this in their practice, and they leverage the power of the Tanden. So along the Hara line, so we're going to work in the Tanden. I'm going to explain what that is. The Tanden is an energy center along the line of the will, along the Hara line, and it's about 2 inches below your navel, and it's the power of creation. So that's just really simplified. I'm going to leave it really simple at that. The power of creation. So at the other end of the Hara line is your point of individuation, and that is the power of knowledge. That's where we receive knowledge from the spirit, knowledge from the divine. It transcends perception because it is truth. What we receive through our Hara line is and can only be knowledge. And so if we're out of alignment, we're not going to receive knowledge, and we're not going to be able to leverage the power of creation. So if our line of intention, the Hara, is out of alignment, we're only able to really operate out of the ego. Along the Hara line is also the seat of the soul being the blueprint for the will. It's sort of the what to do, you know. It's very deep in your being. So it doesn't. The knowledge that comes through from the will comes through as inspiration and compassion, and you feel it in your heart center because it flows up. The seat of the soul is actually behind the heart chakra, one dimension deeper. Okay, so that's a basic rundown of the Hara line. And so what we're going to do today is focus on getting centered, aligning the Hara, and then we'll connect. So we're basically just going to skip the light body activation, which is, a lot of you probably already know that. Those of you who worked with Jeff and Shalia and done the mirror exercise, the light body activation is part of that. So you kind of already know that. You've probably been in a light worker meditation before if you're here. So this is a little more advanced, and I'll go ahead and say the teachers that teach the Hara alignment really only teach it to advanced students, and there's not a lot of information out there on how to do this level of meditation and this energy work for oneself. And part of my life purpose is to demystify some of these energy practices and make them really accessible to everyone, because nobody is greater than another, and you don't have to be anywhere special on your spiritual journey to make a choice to go all in. And so this is a practice of just choosing to go all in and starting where you are. And so it's not too advanced for anyone. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for all who are joining. If at any point, and this is the Facebook technology and we are on the internet, so if at any point this video times out, just relax. You're not going to miss anything. We're going to be here every week. The recording is going to be up. Just relax and pick up, and we're just going to have the attitude that whatever happens is exactly what needs to happen, because that's the truth. And so one more thing before we get started. I had started off and then I kind of went on a tangent, but I wanted to talk about the group intention. So the group Hara line. So once we are all aligned in our Haras, there is a manifestation of a group Hara line, and it forms. And so this transcends time. So there are those of us who are here live today and those who are going to join. But the group Hara line is going to be the greater than the sum of its parts. So that's the energetic principle. And so what we're actually doing here is we're not necessarily discovering some truth as much as we are creating it in the physical realm. We're actually creating truth now. So we're actually creating harmonious twin flame union for all people as we sit here and do this meditation. So that should feel really exciting to everyone who's here, because especially if you already know what a powerful creator you are, and if you've already done the work to come into full self-love and shed all ideas and thoughts of unworthiness, and you've really claimed your power in God, then you know you're a powerful creator. And what we're doing today is we're actually manifesting this for everyone. So it's not something that already exists out there, and we're just working to find it. It's actually a creation, and it's in truth because it's union. And so the spirit always unifies, and the ego always divides. And so we're free to create unity wherever we want in the world, and that's what we're doing today. So just go ahead and get comfortable. You'll want to sit. It's important when you're doing the Hara alignment meditation to be in a chair, or you can do it standing. I really recommend not laying down because the visualization is hard to pick up. And so I'm just getting comfortable here. You're just going to kind of rest your back against the back of your chair, tall, straight spine. I'm going to close my eyes while I'm teaching this. I'm going to be doing this with you and actually supplying that energetic push that we all need to get into alignment. So I'm going to be the first to align. I'm actually already aligned in my Hara now, but that'll help everybody kind of snap in. So, but I will have my eyes closed, so you don't need to watch, just listen to my voice. So close your eyes and just start taking a few deep breaths. We're just going to be here now in this present moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just a moment of pure being, knowing that all that we need is being provided for us. And our role is to just sit back and enjoy, to be glad, to enjoy, to receive. It is the will of the Spirit that we be glad. And so we'll just take a moment to meditate on that thought and begin to draw the awareness inward. And let the mind come to rest. Just drawing the breath inward, using the breath as a tool to center the awareness. Drawing the breath and noticing the sensations of the breath in through the nose, down the throat, filling the lungs, and following the line of the breath into the body, finding the central point, the bottom of the breath, where the breath touches the very center of the abdomen. You can even just place a finger there. Once you become aware of that center point, it can just help you, because you're going to guide your awareness inward to that center. Just take a few breaths, anchoring into the center of the here and now. This is the only point in time that truly exists. And in this point of the here and now, all is available. The whole spirit of the Creator, all knowledge and truth, abundance. Good. So from here, let's begin to locate the Hara line. You can do that by raising your hand and bringing your fingers to the very top of the center of your head. The Hara line is a laser line beam of energy that enters the body through the very center of the top of the head, and you may find that point easily by touching the center of the top of the head and then finding just a couple of hairs from the top of your head and giving them a little, just making them taut, just a little tiny tug, not to hurt, but just so that you're connecting your awareness to the Hara line as it enters the top of the skull. And with your awareness, you can simply follow that down. It may not appear to you as a visual. You may just use your awareness and listen to my voice and follow it down through the top of your skull, in between the center of your brain, between the two sides of your brain, down to the base of the neck, down the spine, down through the very center of the spine, out the tailbone, down into the floor beneath your feet. The Hara line connects you with the pure power of creation into the center of the earth. It extends to the very power center of the core of the earth, allowing you to draw up pure creative energy into the experience of embodiment. To be a creator, drawing up the prana energy from the earth. And so let's connect now to the center of the earth by following the Hara line into the floor beneath your feet and into the foundation of the building in which you are sitting, down below that into the dirt, into the earth, following the Hara line, following the laser line beam of energy as it extends down into the bedrock, the granite, water, earth, clay, really beginning to heat up. Noticing that as we extend deeper and deeper with our awareness along the Hara into the earth, a sense of heat begins to draw into the body, reaching closer and closer to the core of the earth. And finally, as it approaches, the pure energy, the radiant heat, and noticing as the Hara line touches the core of the earth, it seems to snap in to place like two strong magnets, inseparable. And you may feel at this point a sense of alignment there, as when two magnets come together. From the core of the earth, along the line of the Hara, following that back up, away from the core, through earth, back out through clay, water, granite, the dirt, the foundation of the building, the floor, to your body, into your body, following it just up to the tanden, 2 inches below the navel, taking 3 fingers from your right hand and placing it there 2 inches below the navel. And breathing in deeply, allowing the awareness to be filled with the energy of the tanden as it draws up from the core of the earth the pure power of creation. Begin to feel this come through the body in waves of energy. In the space of the tanden, it is like an orange ball, like the fruit. And it begins to radiate. The color begins to deepen and heat begins to move through the body. Waves of energy. Breathing into the tanden, using the breath as an anchor of awareness into the Tanden, and with intention drawing up pure creative energy from the Mother Earth below. Imagining with each breath that the Tanden fills and swells. With each in-breath, pulling in more creative energy. And with each out-breath, that energy flows through the body, radiates from the Tanden. The power of the energy of the earth never dissipates, nor does it sleep or become weary. And when we master the Hara alignment and we master the ability to intentionally draw in pure energy, we never become tired. Moving up the Hara, we're coming to the seat of the soul. And again, we are one dimension deeper than the chakra system, than the auric bodies. The seat of the soul is at the heart, one dimension deeper than the heart chakra. So you can place your hand here over your heart. You can place 3 fingers there, just in the center of your breastplate, just where the heart chakra is, maybe between the heart and the high heart. Now, the seat of the soul can become clouded with beliefs and programming that we receive from our biological lines, with programming we receive from different communities that we have been a part of in our lifetimes, in all of our lifetimes. There's no special skill needed to become clear in the soul. There's only a choice. You are just as much of a powerful creator as the most miraculous guru, as the Buddha, as Christ. You are equal in your power of creation. You are equal in your sovereignty. It is your divine right, your divine birthright to be clear in your soul. And so now I invite you to make that choice here with full authority, to be clear in your soul so that you receive the divine inspiration and the divine desire for the work you will do with your hands, for how you will give the gift of the Spirit to others. For it is our only purpose in being. It is all that there is. The gift of the Spirit is all that exists. And we are that, and we come to know that by receiving it from the Spirit and giving it to others. So you may begin to visualize, if you would like. If you're not a visual person yet, then that's okay. But for those who thrive on the visualization, I'll offer it. You may visualize the soul as a complex, multi-dimensional grid line pattern. You may visualize it as a Merkaba. With blue grid lines. And as you visualize it, simply allow that picture to become very clear and crystalline, so that each line that you see begins to radiate a blue crystalline light. And as it radiates, it begins to illuminate the area around it. It begins to seem to expand and fill the heart space. And the light begins to radiate forth into the dimension of the heart chakra. And as the light enters into the heart chakra, we experience an opening. Perhaps visualizing the heart chakra as a beautiful golden flower, becoming illuminated and opening petal by petal. As each row of petals unfold, another appears, and infinitely the heart flowers open, inviting this opening into the high heart. I'm inviting you to place one hand over the collarbone, just in the middle of the collarbone, that little divot below the throat, where the high heart is, just inviting the opening of the high heart. We have an extra chakra here because our compassion has flowered open, because we have ascended into more love. We hold more love here, more wisdom, more inspiration, compassion. And so feeling as the flowering of the heart is opening from the light of the soul, the inspiration to love others, to love the self, grows, and you may experience, as you practice this, perhaps not today, but as you practice this, you may experience a sudden burst of energy opening through the chest, radiating out through the shoulders and through the back of the body across the shoulder blades. And this is the opening of the high heart. It is available to everyone. The energy of the high heart chakra is a powerful tool to raise the vibration. So we simply invite in compassion. And then we step back and allow, for it will unfold. Remain in faith, remain in trust. Do not effort here. It will come. Back to the seat of the soul along the line of the Hara, drawing the awareness up to the base of the neck, following the laser line beam of energy out in between the center of the brain, out the top of the skull, to the point of individuation, just a couple of inches above the head, just taking 3 fingers there and pointing them upward to the place that I described as the point of individuation. Once your awareness has included this energetic manifestation, simply rest your hands on the palms down on your thighs. Begin to breathe deeply, for we have just aligned the Hara. And as we have done so, we have manifested a group Hara line. It is an open channel for us to allow the knowledge of the Spirit of God to flow into humanity more powerfully than we can do as individuals. So rest in this awareness. This is a meditation tool that can be used between twin flames. The two of you, your combined Hara alignment manifests a power of divine will greater than the sum of your parts. So for those of you who are working toward your harmonious union, who are working with your twin, this is a tool where you may invite your twin to meditate with you. You can invite them to this group. This is a tool you can use at your job, with the people that you work with. I highly recommend that this tool be shared. Once you have mastered it, you must practice and master the ability to hold your Hara line before you can teach this to others. So come back and practice this. Practice it daily. So what we're doing now is we're simply holding the Hara alignment and allowing the awareness to begin to perceive what it feels like to be aligned with the divine will. And next, we're going to empower the group Hara line with the intention of a harmonious twin flame union for all. And we'll do that by connecting one dimension deeper than the Hara to the core, where we are in union already. It's our core reality. And the core light, to connect the awareness with the core light, simply bring 3 fingers just below the diaphragm and draw the breath in into that space, the innermost space. You may begin to visualize this as a pinprick of light. And as you breathe into that pinprick of light, it begins to widen. More light begins to pour forth. And as you exhale, exhaling into the center of the light, it begins to expand further. So that with each breathing in and with each breathing out, the awareness opens to the core reality, the core light, allowing us to perceive who we really are as one with each other and one in God. And it is here that we are one with the twin flame. Begin to feel the raising of the vibration The energy in the body begins to become finer and lighter. You may experience waves of energy that feel like tiny tingling throughout the body. Simply allow this sensation, for those who are kinesthetic, to overcome the body. And for those who are visual, you may perceive illumination throughout the body. You may perceive this as pure crystalline light flowing through, radiating out, connecting you with the other people in your house until it's just one magnificent ball of light, connecting you with those in the houses next to yours. And the light expands further to those within your neighborhood, fully connected in perfect unity, one radiant, mass of pure light. Extending out, connecting you with those in your city, in your region, your country, and to all of those on the planet and beyond. And so we offer the thought and the intention as we have shared in perfect unity with others. We offer the intention and the thought because it will be so should we choose to create it. That each who desire may find perfect devotion and love with one other human, most perfectly complementing their soul's design, and that they may experience in their embodiment the perfect human love that is the love of the divine, the love of twin flame harmonious union. We'll begin to come back to our normal state of awareness now, simply by coming out of the core light back to the Hara, to the auric bodies, the energy field that surrounds your physical body, to the physical body. Once you're here in your awareness, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And you will find as you're doing this that your awareness of the core light comes with you. And that is what this practice offers, is the ability to connect with the core reality and bring it fully into the awareness within the physical body. And so allow that awareness to come with you, just as if you had dipped into a pool of water, you would bring water with you when you emerged. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, beginning to add movement to the body, rotating the shoulders, the neck, and slowly beginning to blink the eyes open with a downward gaze. Being very, very gentle, coming back to the state of physical awareness, to come slowly and comfortably. and fully opening your eyes when you are ready. Thank you everyone who has joined us on the live meditation. Thank you for everyone who has joined in the recording. The meditation is timeless and transcends time. So it doesn't matter if you were here live or via the recording, you were still a part of the group Hara line that we shared, that we created here. We'll see you next week. Please watch the group for the posting of the next meditation. The time and day may change as we move forward and may shift around. But we will be here weekly as we expand on this meditation and teach each component. Please let us know if you have specific questions about the meditation, and we'll try to work them in each time we teach. We'll try to work in your answers. So we love you all so very much. Come back to this video and come back to this practice. Give this gift to yourself. This is a huge empowerment. I'm sharing with you techniques that are not available to the public. So they're available in a very limited way and usually cost lots of money to get a teacher to do this. So take advantage of it while we're here and able to offer it. Invite your friends.